Defenseman out of the lineup. He got banged up against Merrimack last Saturday. Came out of the game, came back in briefly in the third period, but did not play regularly in the third, and so he's not in the lineup here for the Black Bears tonight.
And as Maine is suffering from that loss, Northeastern is getting back a couple of key players. The Stevens brothers, they've been only together, this top line has only been together for a handful of games this year, and they're difference makers. Nolan Stevens, John Stevens, they're big boys, and pair them up with Zach Aston Reese, and it's a tall order for Maine to have to defend those guys. So Northeastern getting guys back at the right time.
No question. Here is Adam Gaudette moving in. Left wing side, it's Eric Scherhammer on the puck for Maine. Ahead for Chase Pearson.
There's a laser, a seeing eye shot, and if you're looking at the net from that angle, you're seeing very, very little net. That's a really great shot by Brendan Robbins. Two great plays. Get the puck on net, create a rebound opportunity, even though the goalie didn't hit off the goaltender. Ricochets off the pipe. Hustle, get your own rebound, create something. Great play by Brendan Robbins.
Here's Northeastern, a shot from the outside block. That was Secura, and it's not cleared out by Maine yet. Now Ryan Smith tips it out there. That's the fourth goal in 6 games for Brendan Robbins.
Well, we talked about how good Northeastern is offensively. We also know they are challenged defensively, although they've been playing better down the stretch. A greater commitment to team defense, but we felt coming in that turnovers in that sequence for Maine.
Right off the faceoff, Secura's shot blocked. Here's Gaudette off the end wall. Gaudette forced to the corner. Secura. Sam Kirker also on that line, formerly a BU Terrier. Now Maine pokes it away, and it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Vesey with Shea, poked it the last moment. Nice defensive play by Jeremy Davies.
Yeah, really nice.
Now look out the other way. Secura and Gaudette. Gaudette misses the net.
Good job by Maine to recognize, create a 2-on-1 there, but nice recovery there by Jeremy Davies. Prevent, who was it, Vesey?
Vesey and
from
Shea.
Stepping around him, yeah.
The junior. One back by Maine, but stolen away by Gaudette. Gaudette brings it out front, shoots, and that's blocked. Comes out to Ryan Smith. And he's out of there for Maine. Davies. Now ahead, Secura in. Right side, shot by Kirker. That one is
a surge. They're gonna get a response here.
Adam Gaudette forcing it in deep. Now it's Patrick Hallway for Maine. Ryan Smith, he's out of the zone. Stopped at the offensive blue line. Now brought across again by Smith. It'll be Pearson chasing along with Perez. Loose in the high slot. Maine unable to get there. Secura with the puck. Bounces it in on McGovern. Gaudette chase Pearson. Pearson winning it back to Scherhammer. Around for Perez. He can't corral it. Pearson though follows. Pearson in with Perez. Now it's tipped out of there. To win in overtime, 4-3.
That was tough. But credit them for coming back the next night, playing a good game, getting a point out of it.
Absolutely.
In a building that they have struggled in of late.
And trying to win the puck down low, and it's kept in by Smith. Smith open, shoots it high. Oh boy, Ryan Smith had an opportunity there as it's cleared out.
Bad turnover by Northeastern. Ryan Smith does the right thing, gets himself in a good shooting position, but he shoots it over the net.
Now to Shea for Northeastern. Each team with a Shea here tonight.
I think the book on Ruck is to try to go up high, and I think that's what Ryan Smith aware of. That's what he was trying to do, obviously. Hockey, where everybody's forechecking game is at a high rate, and that time he turned the puck over, and Northeastern does a great job of creating a whole offensive sequence out of that.
All right, cleared out. Here's Gaudette. Hallway getting back. Gaudette moves in, trying to go 360 pass, but famed on it.
Yeah, he's looking for Secura coming through the middle of the ice.
Kirker now in. Back to Secura. Big wrist shot and a save made by McGovern. Kirker and hallway battle. Now it's Brown, knocked down by Gaudette. Brown pokes it free. Secura after the puck in the corner, knocked off it, and Robbins and Brown are out of the zone. Here's Cam Brown. Robbins going hard to the net. Comes to Byron in the high slot. Byron turns. Trailer Becker shot wide.
Somebody got a piece of that in front, Dan, and ricochet that wide. But Byron doing a good job holding on to the puck, waiting for options.
Secura working it back to Dave.
Shots that they get, they need to make sure they're on net.
Northeastern cleared down. That's Gaudette. Now Williams around to Kirker, and Gaudette in the left corner. Cleared out by Maine. Vesey chases deep in the Northeastern zone, throws it in front, but nobody there for Maine. Lacroix had gone around.
Exactly. Lacroix anticipated him staying along the end wall. Instead, he threw it back out front. Lacroix already past the front of the net.
Shea, Gaudette, Secura. Hounded by Muehlbauer. Muehlbauer pokes it free. As we're inside a minute to go here in the first. Secura. Gaudette takes a hit from Muehlbauer, but got it down low to Secura. Kirker also there. Shorehammer for Maine along with Pearson. Pearson wins it off the wall, throws it in front in a dangerous area, and it's taken back by Secura. He shoots it wide. Kirker out in front for Gaudette, and that one broken up.
Did I mention managing the puck? How important that is. Oh my goodness, what are we doing?
Now Northeastern able to dump it back in with 20 out of the zone with Hallway. Patrick Hallway, freshman defenseman. Nice little move, trying to get open in the slot. There's too many Huskies there. Now it's Chase Pearson. His wrister is blocked. Sam Kirker flips out to center. It's dumped back in by Ryan Smith for Maine, but not for long. Now Hallway flipping it back in for the Black Bears. Ruck to the corner. Ryan Smith. Dan Perez, a shot and a save made. Rebound comes out to Gaudette, and the Huskies have some numbers moving up ice. Here's Gaudette. Kirker going to the net. Gaudette shoots, blocked, and it goes behind the net. Poked free by the Black Bears, and Keith Muehlbauer, he's out of the zone. Facing himself. Here's Smith again.
Have to attack. Just makes it hard to get through, and that time they're able to secure the puck and get it out of the zone.
Black Bears chip it off the wall. Ryan Smith got it out to center ice. Ryan Shea over to Dylan Secura. Now Sam Kirker, Adam Gaudette back behind the Maine net. That's Gaudette, centering pass, trying to get to Secura, never got through. Gaudette keeps it in. Shorehammer. Now Smith out to Pearson. Pearson out of the zone for Maine. Top scoring freshman. Dumps it in wide of the net. 13 goals, 7 assists for Pearson. He's after the puck along the end wall. Comes to Perez to the outside. Becker tried to sidestep a man. Secura steals. Secura with a step. He's in. He shoots and misses the net.
Wow, that is fortunate.
Kept in though, and look out, here's Gaudette. He shoots and misses the net.
Upstairs on McGovern. McGovern makes a nice glove save. A little bit of a rebound, but not in an area where Stevens can get a hold of it. But that's giving up a grade A opportunity to one of the best offensive players on the Northeastern Huskies team, and Maine has really got to lock down their defense if they expect to come out of this game with points, Dan.
Now Northeastern out hustling Maine to the puck here on this power play. Now Hallway will.
And Maine is able to hang on to the lead here after giving up the great opportunity by Nolan Stevens.
All right, turnover by the Huskies as Maine keeps it in the zone. Pappalardo throws it on net, knocked aside by the blocker of Ruck. Centering pass to Perez, who backs in. The puck sitting there on the crease. Pappalardo takes a hack. Properties LLC is prohibited. All right, Black Bears lead this one 2-1. Maine controlling here with Pearson tipping in for the Black Bears. Still just 8 shots on net for Maine. Kirker in backhand centering pass. Gaudette pass into the skates of Secura. Kirker, a 2-goal game last weekend against UConn. Secura, he gets hit into the wall. Perez able to scoop up the loose puck, but not clear it out. Secura does a nice job keeping it in. Now he's got a lane to the net. Secura into the slot, does not pull the trigger. Maine able to hound him enough and poke it free. Pearson comes the other way. Black Bears get a line change.
Hound him, I get it. Good one.
Hound the Hounds. Here is Gaudette. Aston Reese. Nolan Stevens throws it across, and a shot by Gaudette.
Great job of first settling this puck, chopping it out of the air, making it lay flat, and then getting the shot away. And Robert McGovern has to make the glove save, but the pass a car play, but by not even letting them get one. So with a 1-goal lead, you need to maintain that. That's for sure.
Nope. Sherhammer had a nice chance off of a clean face-off win by Pearson. Now the Huskies throw it in front of the Maine net, picked up by Ryan Smith. Maine with some numbers, 3-on-2. Here's Smith moving in. Smith holds up, turns and fires on net, knocked aside. A little no-look shot. Now gets it back. Another shot and a save.
Muehlbauer misplays it. Somebody to follow up and get that puck out of the zone.
Aston Reese. John Stevens shot in, score. Gaudette.
Might be Gaudette or Stevens. I'm not sure if it crossed the line. You see Stevens taking the shot. There's Aston Reese, the feed across to Stevens.
That was Secura with the shot, and then a Gaudette tapped it in. So John Stevens to Secura, and right there.
Yeah, Gaudette's going to get the goal. That kind of squirted through.
Up one on the power play, putting Northeastern's terrific power play right back out there. Gaudette in with Secura. Now it's John Stevens, the trailer. Aston Reese scores. Wow,
that didn't take long.
That made that look very easy.
Yeah, they sure are. In today's college hockey, to put up those kind of numbers is impressive, to say the least. And you look at Aston Reese, what they've asked him to do: play all 3 forward positions, mix and match his line mates, playing with freshmen, and still have that kind of production. Man, what a year he's having.
Apollardo, here's center ice, stripped from behind by Gaudette, gives off to Secura. He's cut off by Becker. Cockrell now waits, flips, and it's Becker now for Maine. So close in on 1 minute to go in the second period. That is Brown, and he moves through center in with Byron. Brown waits. He's got Robbins. Robbins, a shot deflected, rebound, score!
And he ties his hockey game.
17th of the year for Byron. It was Davies who had to go off his stick. Here's Secura to Gaudette, and he scores. Wow, a turnover by Maine in their own zone.
Could capitalize on their goaltending situation, and sure enough, we're getting teams trading goals here. Watch the nice play by Secura, the nice backhand feed, the finish by Gaudette. Threw it to the ice, so that drew the penalty, and Maine will have to try to capitalize.
All right, well, we'll see what the Black Bears can do. 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Byron down low to Brown, out front. Easy one-timer to a couple seasons ago. A very memorable
that was fun.
3-game series up there.
Took it all the way to Sunday night.
Yes.
I know you're excited to be there.
Yeah.
Remember it snowing over there, and
Black Bears in.
being pretty cold.
Thrown out in front. Wraparound chance. Big scramble, and Maine unable to knock it home as Ruck got a piece and gets some help to clear it out. Williams moving in. Fights behind the net. Now Robbins. Robbins to the outside hallway. Holds, shoots. Blocker save made by Ruck. Into the corner from Brown. Robbins as well there. Poke to Williams. And he's able to clear the zone. It gets past hallway. It'll go all the way down. Should be. And the Maine bench not happy with that not being an icing. Here's Gaudette.
Well, didn't have a lot of steam on it, and if you're a defenseman going back for it, you really have to make an effort.
Here's Vesey with a steal. Vesey breaks it alone. Vesey shoots. He scores!
The saddle and continue to press the attack as best you can. And you know, don't expect that Northeastern. I mean, they've got a lot to play for here too. They got to lock up that home ice first-round playoff spot. So they want points out of this hockey game, and it isn't just one. They want two.
All right, Eric Schuerhammer pressured by Gaudette, able to wrap it around to Vesey out of the zone. Vesey, Shea, he works it in deep with Lacroix. Lacroix around for Muehlbauer. Fires toward the net. It's blocked. Tied up by Fossier to the outside. Schuerhammer holding at the blue line. Wrist shot blocked by Kirker and cleared. Fossier with Muehlbauer, but no further. Gaudette comes the other way. Adam Gaudette with 2 goals tonight. Zach Aston-Reese with 2 goals tonight. Philippe absorbs a hit in the corner from Lacroix. Now out front, it's Gaudette, but can't pull the trigger as Hamilton closed on him quickly. Vesey coming the other way, gets around one man. Vesey stops, tried to hit Hallway cutting, but passed too far in front. And Gaudette with a good back check. Now Hallway coming back in with Shea. Gaudette able to quickly clear. Philippe and Secura into the offensive zone. Secura wins the puck behind the net. Secura still going. Turns, fires, blocked in front by Hamilton. Professional shot blocker. And he sure is. To fight and get it out of the zone too. Great effort by Hamilton. Behind the net, dangerous plays. Lost the puck. Gaudette throws it in front, and Maine intercepts. Boy,
yeah, it's fortunate there. Come out of that.
Long pass in. Here's Robbins going for the loose puck. He gets tripped up.
A little embellishment there on that one, I'd say, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Certainly not as apparently black and white as that other one. But
that one was.
We thought it was black and white.
More black and blue.
Here is Vesey, now turns it over in the main zone, and Gaudette's shot is deflected. Philippe coming in wide, moves behind the net, forced to the corner. 19 seconds to go. Shea's going to get out of the zone for Maine. Here is Shea through center, dumps it in. Quick clear by the Huskies. Now Muehlbauer falls down. Gaudette brings it across the line with Secura. Secura moving in, tried to flip it and surprise McGovern coming off the post. Couldn't do it. Secura holds, and that is